It's a beautiful Monday, June 9th, 2025. The sun is streaming through the windows, casting a golden glow over everything. Four women, a table of perfectly ripe avocado toast, and a pitcher of sparkling mimosas. Welcome to our little sanctuary, where the outside world melts away and laughter is the main ingredient.
Okay, spill it. Who else tried to zip up their favorite jeans this morning and had a full-blown existential crisis? I swear, I almost called in sick just to avoid the confrontation with my closet.
She took a long, theatrical sip, searching for solidarity in the bottom of her glass. We all burst out laughing, the kind of laughter that bubbles up from deep inside, the kind that says, "Girl, you have no idea how much I relate."
I did 50 crunches yesterday. In my 20s and 30s, that meant a six-pack by the weekend. Now, my stomach just looked at me like, that's cute. You done yet? Honestly, I think my abs are on permanent vacation.
It's a universal truth. Somewhere along the way, the effort we put in and the results we get back stopped being on speaking terms. We all nodded, sharing that unspoken understanding that comes with growing older and wiser, even if our genes disagree.
Honey, that's not a crisis. That's just Tuesday. Our bodies are changing. And that's not a failure. It's just a new chapter. One with a little more padding and a lot more stories to tell. We've earned every curve and every laugh line.
The Mimosa Confessional was officially in session. The real talk was about to begin, and the table felt like a safe haven where honesty was the main course. Here, we could drop the pretense and just be ourselves.
At least we're in it together. I'd rather laugh about it with you all than cry alone in my closet. There's something healing about sharing these moments, turning what could be insecurities into inside jokes.
Amen to that. Pass the toast and the honesty. Let's keep it real and keep the carbs coming.
This is where we drop the filters and get real. Brunch is just the appetizer. The main course is always the truth. Here, we serve up vulnerability with a side of laughter, and every confession is met with a refill of mimosa and a supportive smile.
Here's to the table where we can admit our abs have gone on vacation, our genes are holding a grudge, and our hearts are a little lighter for sharing it all out loud.
And where we can toast to new chapters, even if they come with a little extra cushioning. Here's to embracing every version of ourselves, together.
No judgment, just laughter, support, and maybe a second or third mimosa. This is what friendship looks like. Honest, imperfect, and absolutely beautiful.
Cheers to that. To us, to brunch, and to never taking ourselves too seriously.
Let's get this brunch started, because the best stories and the best friendships always begin around a table like this.
I'm calling mine the uninvited guest. It showed up at 48, didn't bring a gift, and now it won't leave. It just moved in, rearranged the furniture, and made itself comfortable, like it owns the place. Sometimes I swear it's throwing a party in there when I'm trying to sleep.
Mine are annoyance handles. They greet me every morning like clockwork and tuck into my yoga pants at night, refusing to budge. I used to think they'd disappear if I just ignored them, but now they're practically part of my wardrobe.
Naming the new, stubborn fat around our middles felt like the first step to accepting it. It was as if giving it a name made it less of an enemy and more of a quirky roommate, one we could joke about even if we didn't exactly invite it in.
I see it as a cushion, a sign my body has lived, loved, and weathered storms. Why be angry at it for showing my story? Every curve is a chapter. Every soft spot a memory of laughter, late night snacks, or just surviving another year.
I call it my second purse, always there holding snacks and memories. Sometimes I joke it's where I keep my secret stash of confidence for tough days.
We went around the table, part therapy, part comedy roast. Each story was met with laughter, nods, and the kind of understanding you only get from friends who've been there too. We weren't just talking about fat. We were talking about identity, aging, and letting go. About how our bodies have changed, and how we're learning to change with them, even if it's not always easy.
It's easier to laugh about it with friends than cry alone in a dressing room. There's something healing about sharing these moments, turning what could be shame into shared strength.
We're not losing ourselves, we're evolving. Our reflections might be different, but our spirits are just as fierce, maybe even more so.
And we're doing it together. That's what matters most, facing these changes side by side with humour and heart.
With every joke, we made peace with the women we're becoming. We found comfort in each other's stories and strength in our shared laughter.
Here's to new chapters and new curves, to embracing every version of ourselves and celebrating the journey.
And to the friends who make it all easier. Because with them, every change feels a little lighter and every day a little brighter.
Why now? I eat less than ever, but I gain weight just by looking at a croissant.
The culprit? Hormones, specifically estrogen. She used to direct fat to our hips and thighs. Now she's retired and chaos reigns.
With estrogen gone, fat parks itself in the belly. Add cortisol, the stress hormone, and it's a double whammy.
Cortisol loves to store fat around your organs, especially when you're stressed or sleep deprived.
So it's not just me.
Not at all. It's biology, not a character flaw.
Understanding this takes away the shame. It's not about willpower, it's about science.
So we blame hormones, not ourselves.
Exactly. Knowing the why is half the battle.
Now, can we pass the potatoes without guilt?
Please do.
The meno-pouch isn't a punishment. It's just your body's new normal.
And we can work with that.
Knowledge is power, ladies.
And brunch is therapy.
My closet is a graveyard. Skinny jeans just hang there mocking me. Now it's all about flowy tops. I feel like I'm hiding.
I used to love fitted tank tops. Sometimes you just retreat to leggings.
Getting dressed is a military operation.
If it doesn't have stretch, it doesn't belong. I call it a wardrobe evolution.
Maya found joy in high-waisted trousers and tunics.
Comfort and confidence over squeezing into the past.
Sometimes Spanx is just a little infrastructure to help you feel your best.
Letting go of old clothes isn't defeat, it's kindness to yourself.
Dress the woman you are now, not the one you used to be.
And do it with style.
And maybe a little elastic.
That's real fashion freedom.
So, what are we actually going to do about it? We've talked, we've vented, but now it's time to take action and make some real changes. Okay, enough complaining. Let's get practical and focus on what we can control, starting today.
As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass, which can slow down our metabolism and make it harder to stay energized. That's why eating more protein is key to keeping your metabolism humming and your body strong. First up, protein. It's not just for bodybuilders. It's for anyone who wants to feel strong, stay full longer, and support healthy muscles. Time for a battle plan. Let's get intentional about what goes on our plates and into our bodies.
I make sure every meal has chicken, fish, or beans, something that packs a protein punch. It's a simple shift, but it makes a huge difference in how I feel. I even add protein powder to my morning smoothie. It's an easy way to sneak in extra nutrition, especially on busy days.
And about that nightly glass of wine, maybe swap it for a spritzer or save it for special occasions or weekends. You might be surprised how much better you sleep. Alcohol can mess with your sleep, add empty calories, and make it harder to reach your goals. Cutting back can help you feel more rested and energized. Next up, wine. It's fun, but it's not always your friend, especially if you're dealing with hot flashes or stubborn belly fat.
Pinot used to be my treat, but I realized it was fueling my hot flashes and adding to my meno-pouch. Sometimes it's just not worth it.
Lifting weights is hands down the best way to fight the menopauch, boost your metabolism, and build confidence. It's not just about looking good, it's about feeling powerful. And the big one, strength training. It's the secret sauce for lasting change, especially as we get older.
You'll feel like a total badass. Trust me, nothing beats that post-workout glow and sense of accomplishment. Do squats. They work your whole body and help you build strength where it counts. Pick up those dumbbells. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself and go a little heavier each week. Forget endless cardio. You don't have to spend hours on the treadmill to see results.
Strong is the new skinny. It's about building a body that supports you, inside and out.
It's not about eating less or working out more. It's about working smarter, making choices that actually move the needle.
And most importantly, it's about feeling good in your own skin every single day.
That's the real win. Celebrating progress, not perfection, and lifting each other up along the way.
Real change, real results, and real confidence come from showing up for yourself day after day.
And hey, a little more muscle never hurt anyone. In fact, it's something to be proud of.
Cheers to that, and to making choices that help us thrive.
Let's lift each other up, literally and figuratively. We're stronger together, and every step forward counts.
You can talk about protein and weights all you want, but if you're not sleeping, you're fighting a losing battle every single night.
Sleep is truly the foundation. Menopause makes it tough. Night sweats, anxiety, and a tiny bladder can all disrupt rest.
Lack of sleep makes you hungrier, more stressed, and your body stores more fat.
Silk pajamas and a weighted blanket really help me.
No screens in bed and magnesium before sleep.
Chamomile tea and deep breathing exercises.
Prioritize sleep like a workout for your health. 7 to 8 hours is a medical necessity for most.
It's the ultimate act of self-care, truly.
And it makes everything else in life easier.
Sleep is real power.
Don't ever underestimate it.
Here's to better nights ahead.
As brunch ended, peace settled over us. We'd laughed, learned, and let go of some fears.
A toast to muffin tops, menopauses, sleepless nights, and jeans that don't zip. May they remind us of how much we've lived.
To kindness over criticism. To dressing the body we have today with love.
Her words landed like a balm. What if we stopped fighting our bodies and started celebrating them?
To lifting each other up in every way.
To living boldly, laughing loudly, and embracing every part of ourselves, even the squishy bits.
Our best years aren't behind us, they're just getting started.
Here's to us, all the women navigating this wild ride.
Let's keep having these conversations and lifting each other up.
And let's never apologize for an elastic waistband.
Cheers to more life, more love, and more laughter.
The best is yet to come.